Marcus Vale hunched over his console in the deep space monitoring station, eyes fixed on a signal he couldn't explain. His coffee had gone cold hours ago, but he hadn't noticed. The transmission was broken, fragmented, smothered in static, but the words that slipped through were enough to chill his blood. "Help us. They are everywhere. Our shields are failing. Please, anyone who can hear this." Marcus shot from his chair and ran straight to the command center. The monitoring station orbited Mars, close enough to Earth to relay urgent transmissions. Commander Diana Walsh looked up from her reports as he burst in. "Commander, emergency transmission from the Valyrian colony." He gasped. "They're under attack." Her face went pale. The Valyrians were humanity's oldest allies, the ones who had saved Earth from a devastating plague 50 years earlier. They were healers, not warriors. Put it on the main screen. The feed crackled alive. A Valyrian city was burning, strange dark ships blotting out the sky. High Counselor Mira's voice broke through the static. "This is Valyria Prime. Unknown ships attacking. Our weapons cannot harm them. They absorb our energy and grow stronger. Our population centers are being consumed. Please, immediate assistance." The transmission cut off. Walsh wasted no time. Priority Alpha to Terran Defense Command. Minutes later, Admiral Rebecca Stone appeared on the screen. Stone, unshakable, known as the Iron Lady. Walsh replayed the Valyrian message. Stone's expression stayed hard, but her knuckles whitened on her desk. "How long ago?" 17 minutes. Admiral. No further contact. Stone closed her eyes briefly. Then her voice snapped into command mode. "Send this to Captain Rodriguez. The Retribution launches immediately. I'll convene the Defense Council." Captain Alex Rodriguez received the orders aboard the Retribution, Earth's newest dreadnought, a ship of 2,000, armed with the most advanced weapons humanity had ever built. He had fought beside the Valyrians before. The thought of them falling made his stomach twist. "How fast can we be combat ready?" he asked. 6 hours, sir," replied his first officer. "Make it 4. Meanwhile, Admiral Stone gathered her fellow leaders in the emergency council chamber. Reports painted a grim picture. Biomechanical ships that fed on energy weapons, 40 enemy vessels each kilometers long. The Valyrian defenses, among the best in known space, were already crumbling. Stone made her call. "Deploy the Ghost Fleet." A silence fell. The Ghost Fleet was a whispered myth, experimental warships hidden beyond Pluto, built in secret, using technology that bent the laws of physics. Within the hour, lights flickered in a hidden shipyard carved inside an asteroid. Engines long silent roared awake. Crews who had been training in the shadows for years rushed to stations. There was a Phantom, a destroyer that could bend light and vanish. The Reaper, an assault carrier releasing 300 AI-controlled fighter drones. And the Harbinger, captained by David Park, officially dead for 3 years. His ship carried stolen alien tech, dangerous, unstable, and powerful. When the Retribution reached the edge of the Valyrian system, Rodriguez's crew went silent. The planet that had once held oceans and green continents was now gray, veined with pulsing light. It looked alive. It looked digested. Long-range sensors confirmed it. The enemy ships were alive. They absorbed plasma fire, swallowed missiles whole. But railguns, pure kinetic force, tore wounds into their flesh. Rodriguez gave the order. Kinetic weapons only. Let's see how they handle steel. The Retribution opened fire. Tungsten slugs ripped into a devourer vessel, spilling glowing fluid into the void. But the wounded ship lunged forward like an animal, claws and eyes stretching from its living hull. The Reaper's drone swarmed in, dancing through space like a storm of steel hornets. The Devourers adapted, countered, then faltered when the drone switched to random, chaotic maneuvers. The hive mind couldn't predict what had no pattern. Meanwhile, Captain Elena Vasquez and the invisible Phantom slipped through the fleet. She found it, the command ship, 25 kilometers long, birthing new vessels from its sides, surrounded by 200 defenders, the heart of the hive. But then came worse news. Earth sensors picked up another Devourer fleet, larger, moving directly toward the solar system. Humanity's home had less than a day. Admiral Stone faced the impossible choice: save Earth or strike the Valyrian command ship. Billions would die either way. Then David Park offered his mad plan. My ship can phase through matter. Let us enter the command ship and destroy it from the inside, while you take the others back to Earth. Stone stared at him. That's suicide. David only nodded. We've been dead 3 years already. The Ghost fleet split. Rodriguez, Vasquez, and Stone's command ship raced for Earth. David and Morrison's drone swarm stayed behind, ready to plunge a harbinger into the belly of the beast. Inside the living ship, Park found it, the Queen Mind, a vast brain organ pulsing with thought, tendrils of energy stretching across the fleet. And it spoke, not in words, but visions. They weren't conquerors. They were refugees fleeing something worse, something vast, something still coming. David barely whispered the truth. They are running from a predator, and it's following them to our galaxy. At the edge of Earth's solar system, Admiral Stone's fleet dropped out of hyperspace. Hundreds of Devourer ships were already tearing through Luna's defenses. Civilian ships, mining stations, every weapon Earth could muster, firing desperately, breaking against the living tide. And then Earth's secret weapon detonated. Temporal mines twisted time itself, trapping Devourer vessels in loops where they relived the same second again and again. The largest battle in human history had begun.